Yo, Midwest Talk, Midwest Influence Fitness. It's your boy Insane Lex. Fuck with me, YouTube and Instagram. Holla. Yo, what it do? Midwest Talk, Midwest Time, Midwest Hour. It's your ruler, Insane Lex. Coming to you again for another episode of this Midwest Talk. Bringing to you the episodes of lifestyle, blackness, black awareness, and everything else that come included with that shit. But you already know where I stand with it. If you checked out the previous episodes on my channel, you know what I'm saying, Midwest Talk, Midwest Influence. Now, take the time to go to Instagram, look up Midwest Influence, and then look up Midwest Influence Fitness. You dig what I'm saying? I give it to you on all levels, speaking everything Midwest and worldwide. So, welcome back again. I'm glad you spent the block to come back and holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Um, I do hip hop and everything else on this channel. So, you know what I'm saying? First of all, let me give a shout out to Max B. The Wave God is home. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing about Max B though, I know it's probably like a lot of the younger generation probably don't even know who Max B is. But from around that time to about I want to say 2004 to about like 2008. Really, when Capo Jim Jones was rocking with the Bird Gang movement, you dig what I'm saying? Max B was definitely in the mix. RIP to Stack Bundles. So you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of youngins that don't know that mixtape era when a lot of that music was coming out, that music was just straight hidden. You know what I'm saying? That's when we was still downloading mixtapes off of mymixtape.com or thatpiff.com. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Max B. He home. I want to see what he do. I've been seeing a little couple things. Jim Jones Capo really ain't been saying too much of shit. But then at the same time, the brother home, let him get his money. And then this other accusations with Whack 100, talking about he cooperated and all this other bullshit. Just seemed like that nigga ain't got nothing to talk about. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Max B. He home. He can feed his kids. He can get back to that Wave God music. Shout out to French Montana. He's still looking out for him and this and that. But besides all of that, we're going to go ahead and jump into another good topic. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody, if you an 80s baby or if you a 90s baby, you dig what I'm saying, 70s baby or whatever, you know about this group, this iconic ass group named the Fugees. Lauryn Hill, Wyclef Jean, and then you got my boy Pras. You dig what I'm saying? Recently, Pras, you know what I'm saying, Proxel, you know what I'm saying? Pardon me if I couldn't say bro name right. Proxel Pras Michael was one of the biggest names in hip hop. You dig what I'm saying? Because he came up with the group the Fugees. You know what I'm saying? With Wyclef Jean and Lauryn Hill. He was featured as the founding member of the hit 90s group the Fugees, whose best known hit is Killing Me Softly. But let's just talk real shit. The Fugees was the shit. You know what I'm saying? Off top. You know what I'm saying? Like from Killing Me Softly to like that type of music. Now I ain't gonna front. I'm an early 80s baby. But that music, I was fucking with the Fugees. You dig what I'm saying? Like that music was like that was real music. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop. If you want to add a little bit of R&B soul to it, I guess you can add it to it. But other than that, that was real hip hop. You dig what I'm saying? Michael's debut solo record, Ghetto Superstar, with Donald featured Donald Trump, then a high flying property developer in New York on one of his tracks. But let me break down a lot of this while I'm talking about him. Recently, Pras just got sentenced in a U.S. federal court to 14 years in a federal prison. You know what I'm saying? For some type of scheme. Michael's debut solo record, Ghetto Superstar, featured Donald Trump and a high flying property developer in New York on his tracks. Uh, the Fugees picked up 2 Grammy Awards. Now I'm just giving y'all a little bit of history on the Fugees and where this brother was going. The Fugees picked up 2 Grammy Awards, one of the best rap album and the other best R&B performance. The band has sold more than 24 million albums. Ghetto Superstar, the single featuring the singer Maya and the Wu-Tang Clan's ODB. May Allah be pleased with ODB. Reached #1 in 8 countries. But Michael Spectacular Pras, who we talking about, fell from grace, was sealed on Thursday at the U.S. federal court in Washington, D.C. The rapper was jailed for 14 years for helping orchestrate a scheme which illegally raised millions of dollars for Barack Obama's 2012 election campaign. Now, let's take a pause. Let's think about this for a minute, right? You got Pras, and then you got Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's just talk about as far as like Black America. Barack Obama was supposed to be like the god of Black people in America. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna front though. You know what I'm saying? To have a Black president, I think that was for a lot of Black people that never thought that they would probably see a Black president ever in the United States of America. But then at the same time, though, I don't really see nothing solid that Barack Obama did for Black people besides but get into office. That's just my personal opinion. If some other people might have some different opinions for what I'm talking about, then it is what it is. But that's just my opinion. But to go on, it was a part of a sprawling international conspiracy with Low Tayak Joel, the Malaysian financer. So he got in some shit with a financer named Low Tak Joel, the Malaysian financer. Um, According to the Straits Time, Low is a fugitive living in a mansion in Shanghai and reportedly using a false Australian passport. So apparently, this financier who Pras was dealing with got him involved in some international shit where they was giving funds illegally to the campaign of Barack Obama for election in 2012. You know what I'm saying? Sentencing took place more than 2 years after the rapper was found guilty of 10 charges, which also included lobbying and the Trump administration on behalf of Low and the Chinese government. District Judge Colleen Kohler Catelli's sentencing marked at the end of the propaganda legal battle stud with the well-known names of Leonardo DiCaprio appeared in the witness box in 2003. Now, if y'all don't remember, 2 years ago, Leonardo DiCaprio made news because he was involved. He had to do a witness and get on the stand for this case. You dig what I'm saying? Because I guess he has some money invested into it as well. But I guess with him getting on the stand, they didn't really have nothing to really prove that he had no connection or he was just a borrower. But the case centered around the apparent attempt by Lowe, who was implicated in a multi-billion-dollar financial scandal to carry forever to carry four in Washington. Michael was his vehicle for doing so. He was used illegally steer a large slice of 120 million of Lowe's money into the Obama campaign via around 20 straw donators, allegedly at Lowe's request. So it sounded like Lowe had the money and Pras knew where the money could go. So Pras already told Lowe, like, look, I know where we can, because I'm guessing from my research, when you do political campaigns like contributions, it's almost like a tax write-off. So you can write that money, but then you could receive money in the process on the back end, almost like mailbox money. Shout out my nigga Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying? RIP. He talked about that mailbox money. If they already know what you're going to gross, you can go ahead and get it back, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the exact amount remains unclear, but evidence in court from Leonardo DiCaprio suggested the figure could be as high as 24 million. So Obama, the only thing that's tripping me out with this, Obama is not really named in this situation though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because he's the president, he can be protected from this, but a lot of this is leaning to this. But the brother ended up getting 14 years because of this. Pras, now this is some statements saying where Pras betrayed his country. Pras betrayed his country, prosecutors told court. He funneled millions of dollars in prohibited foreign contributions into the United States presidential election and attempted to manipulate a sitting president to serve a foreign criminal and foreign power. Over nearly a decade, Pras conspiracy sought to exploit and deceive the White House, the Attorney General, the Secretary of State, political committees, the Federal Election Commission, straw donors, FBI agents, multiple financial institutions, and his own co-conspirators. Pras lied unapologetically and religiously carried out his schemes. Now, the prosecutor, it seemed like, is just trying to make Pras just seem like he was just a straight animal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the specifics because we can only speak from the outside looking in. But at the same time, though, I feel like Pras, I think it has something to do with it. Like, I think he saw a way where he could probably get something out of it. I'm willing to bet he was getting a cut out that 120 million. Like, I don't think he was just doing that shit just for the free. Like, oh, okay, like, okay, you gonna donate this money and then we just gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna get him elected. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna feel good as a black man just getting another black man elected. No, I think he got paid for putting in that work. That's just personally me. You know what I'm saying? Like, for all that money to go, but I think the sentence, you know what I'm saying? Because then you got to look at it like this. I look at it more as a, but check it out though. I'm gonna give my thoughts after this. Pras elicited foreign mag, magligent influence effort is extraordinary. He and his co-conspirators targeted the highest levels of American government through illegal contributions and back-channel influence. DiCaprio's testimony in April 2023 outlined tales of lavish spending by Lowe, the other bro who I told you about, which would not have been out of place in Wolf on Wall Street, a film that was Malaysian help finance. He said that he had first met Lowe at the party in Las Vegas around 2010. Now, this is bringing a whole nother vibe to this because Leonardo DiCaprio was involved in this, and everybody remembers the movie Wolf on Wall Street. So, and they're saying that the Malaysian people helped finance this movie. So, am I right or am I wrong where I see somebody white, I see somebody Malaysian, and I see somebody black? I see the Malaysian bro somewhere in Shanghai on an Australian passport who ain't getting brought to justice. I see Leonardo DiCaprio getting on the stand and he ain't going to jail. But all of a sudden I see the brother Pras going ahead and getting sentenced to 14 years in jail for playing a part with this. What is that really telling me? You feel me? Like, they had to make it downfall on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all just propaganda, just showing like it just had to be him. Leonardo got on the stand. He didn't get no jail time. You dig what I'm saying? The other dude, Lo Tayak, you dig what I'm saying, is somewhere over there in Shanghai, not getting charged or, you know what I'm saying, this and that, but all of a sudden he got to do this. And then he's being put on the billboard of this whole situation. Like, it's just, he was the mastermind of it. It's fucked up. I mean, I can't even front. It's really fucked up. Like, you know, for him to be the superstar that he is, and from him coming from not an R&B group, but a rap group that's, you know, superstars. Like, everybody know who the fuck the Fugees is. The Fugees are. You dig what I'm saying? So for him to be to that plateau where they just trying to put him on a billboard where they just feeling like, you know what I mean, like he was the mastermind behind this. I don't believe he was the mastermind behind this at all. I don't believe it at all. You know what I'm saying? I believe he was the one. He saw an opportunity and he tried to gain off that opportunity to go ahead and make some bread. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Fugees ain't been doing, they superstars, they legends, but musically, he sought out to make income from a different space, and he chose to get into politics and doing some other shit. I can't knock him for it. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga gonna eat, he need to eat. So it need to be as simple as that. You dig what I'm saying? Just point blank simple. You dig what I'm saying? Like, if a motherfucker need to eat, they need to eat. I just don't like the fact that they're painting him as the picture, as the one being the mastermind behind all of this. That's the only thing I have a problem with. You know what I'm saying? As you see, it's other conspirators that's drawn with this, but they not really labeling them to it. You dig what I'm saying? So, shout out to Pras. You know what I'm saying? Hold your head, bro. You dig what I'm saying? And just keep it all the way going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you caught up. Hope you stash some of that money away. You know what I'm saying? If he talking about it was 120-something million, you dig what I'm saying, that was involved in it. You dig what I'm saying? But just try to hold your head, bro. So, on that note, gonna go ahead I'm gonna take a quick little break, and I'm gonna go ahead and get right back to you. You know what I'm saying? Midwest talk, Midwest time, Midwest hour. Your ruler, Insane Lex, dropping these topics on you in my opinion. Holla, be back at you in a minute. Yo, what it do? Insane Lex, your ruler, back. Coming back after that little, you know what I'm saying, a little bathroom break or whatever. This topic, I want to speak to my brothers. Matter of fact, I want to speak to Black Americans, Black people in general. And I want y'all to try to feel me on this. But first, I want to speak to the brothers, though. The first thing I want to say is, like, brothers, where do we stand? Where do we stand with each other? I can recall numerous times where I see another brother, we either mug each other or won't even nod each other. And it fucks me up being more that we be in spaces where we're not the majority around in the area. We can't even say what's up to each other. We're just saying, what's up, brother? You know what I'm saying? Just seeing another brother in the circumference. Where do we stand as Black men? Can we come together? Can we come together with a common goal or a common cause to build something, to hold something together? Or will we just stay in disarray with each other? Certain things like this made me think about, you know, as a child growing up in school where, you know, everybody I think can relate when you're a child. Everybody is your friend until you get to a certain point in age where people feel, you learn that certain people aren't your friends and certain people are. But as a child growing up, everybody is your friend. No friend can really do wrong because why? You're still a child. You're still learning right from wrong. But then at the same time, when you go home, what is really being taught by your parents as far as like how you interact with different people? Us, as far as Black folks, we're always kind of be told, like, don't trust nobody that ain't in this household. That's how I was taught. You know what I'm saying? If they not in your household, you shouldn't be trusting them. But I was also coming from an era where a lot of mothers, Black mothers that would be on the block would pretty much be Black mothers to every Black child on that block. So if my mother knew your mother or your mother knew my mother, if they seen us doing wrong, they would tell us. Nowadays, we don't even have that. It's like every Black person within the same vicinity is always got the eyes open towards them or has some type of ill will or itchy feeling towards another Black person, which is getting to a point now as we get in the later years, it just doesn't make no sense to me. When if you struggling, I'm struggling, why should we be looking at each other as far as like in fear or suspicious that you might try to get over me or I might try to get over you. You might try to break in my shit. I might try to break in your shit. It shouldn't be like that. I think we live in a point in time now where the love needs to be more stricken and more given as far as Black people as a whole, because we are that we got in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just to a point where we are that we got, but then at the same time, we have to learn and sacrifice for each other as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the old days, going back from the 30s to the 40s, no, matter of fact, the 20s to 30s to 40s to 50s, Black people as a whole had each other's back because we was in the full force and face of oppression. Now, we're more in an oppression state, but we don't even want to help each other. It's like, damn, like, how can we really grow from that standpoint? You dig what I'm saying? Like my last episode up on here, I talked about brothers' names being on the lease. Like it's a lot of bros, it's a lot of brothers out here, younger brothers, even teenage boys that don't really know basic skills on just how to make it out here in the real world. Like basic etiquette. You know what I'm saying? Young brothers should know how to keep their hygiene straight. I'm getting tired of being around you young brothers, and you young brothers is musty or smelling like ass. You know what I'm saying? The generation I grew up in, the women that was around me growing up, they used to always get me cologne or something for a birthday or a Christmas day. The women that was in my bloodline that was around me always said that a man should be clean and smell good. Shout out to my mama. She always used to say a nigga should have their nails clipped as well and toenails. That's what my mama taught me. You what they call y'all YNs now? Y'all YNs just walking around long ass nails, dirty nails that had the same socks and shoes on for like 3-4 days. You know what I'm saying? Ain't washed your ass in like 2-3 days. Wore that same ski mask for like a week straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get what the vibe is. It's like we reversing back into more of a savage state when we should be more at an elevated state as far as black people. It's too much technology and everything for us to really build and to really grow where we at. You dig what I'm saying? If we able to build and grow, then there's nothing that we can't accomplish together. That's my message to black Americans. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the same time, though, we all know the revolution is supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, told not to be sold. So we all know for a fact, us as black Americans or Pan-African Americans or Muslims or etc., it's going to be some brothers that's just holding up empty space. And we have to come to a point where a lot of them will have to be expunged of. I'm cool with that. If you're not for the movement, then what are you for? You need to move around. You're like a sickness that won't leave unless we heavily medicate it. So for that being said, you know what I'm saying? You need to move around. We have a lot of stagnated people within the black community or black Americans or black political form that you want to say that are just stagnated and ain't really doing shit. The last episode I spoke on black liberals or black conservatives. A lot of black Americans need to wake up and choose a side. Not choose a side, but look at what benefits more of you and your children and your household, depending if you're a tax-paying person in the U.S. For the niggas who ain't got no jobs and shit, y'all say so really don't fucking matter to me. Because at the same time, if you're not working out here grinding, getting it, and you just sitting around all day talking about you need this, you owe this, and you owe that, I don't want to hear none of that shit. You feel me? Like, that shit don't mean shit to me. I was self-made. I went and got it. I done set up on long nights eating canned corn and green beans. You dig what I'm saying? No meat. Pause. You dig what I'm saying? Able to get it. And I'm still trying to get it because I'm not content. So whenever this black revolution can come about, I know the real ones are going to stand tall at the forefront. And I know the fake ones are going to try to stand in the back and try to receive any type of benefits that they can get. The SNAP benefits. I seen so many females and shit getting on social media talking about they going to steal food and this and that. Let's talk about the hard-working black people that work every day that can't even get stamps. The ones that only probably get $20 a stamp. Not even black people. Let's just talk about the other motherfuckers that work every day. 50, 40, 50, 60 hours a week that can't even get stamps. The prices of groceries is going up. You know what I'm saying? But we got people that's sitting here just steadily just depending on the government for them to get what they need. You feel me? Like, those are the ones that need to go. The hardworking ones should receive the blessings for the hard labor that they put in just to be able to stay afloat. The ones that's out there just sitting on their ass and not doing shit, they should receive what's coming to them. I'm a full believer of that. because I work for mine. I don't sit and wait for no handout. I'm just not no handout type of nigga. You dig what I'm saying? But it's time for us to wise up and look at the bigger picture. You dig what I'm saying? It's time for us to wind up and get together and see as a whole we fit better. I'm not worried about connecting with no other race. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to my brown brothers, my Mexicans, my Latinos. I ain't got no issue with them. I ain't got no issue with no other race. The only thing I'm focused on is black people as a whole. Where can we grow to build? Where can we grow to create different avenues of income where we can eat, where we don't have to depend on these other people's shit in order for us to get by? What can we do? That's what I want to know. What can we fully do? If you ain't got no answers for me, then you shouldn't even be looking at this fucking video, to be honest with you, because I want answers. I want ideas. What can we do to grow? And you know, I'm going to end it on that note. Insane Lex, Midwest Time, Midwest Hour. You already know what it is, Insane Lex. I come with these topics because I want to know what the people feel. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what y'all think about what I'm talking about. Like, give me your answers. Give me your questions on what you think, you know what I'm saying, we should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point in time, we just living check to check, just trying to survive. Who tired of that? I'm tired of it. Let's build something where we don't have to do it. And if you feel like you can bring something to the table, we need to group everybody that can come to the table and do something for it. You hear me? Insane Lex, Midwest Talk. Keep in tune. And I keep in tune with you. Peace and love. Yo, Midwest Talk, Midwest Influence Fitness. It's your boy Insane Lex. Fuck with me, YouTube and Instagram. Holla.